Aground is a crafting survival game designed by David Milletz and developed by Fancy Fish Games. It's recently become available on Steam but had its debut on Armour Games in 2017 as a Flash project. Aground tells the story of a survivor from a shipwreck who must build a new society from scratch. Companions, specialists and pets are met along the way and help the survivor to achieve their goals of industrial enhancement, resource management and most importantly, uncovering the secrets of the island. Aground has a strict focus on objective-based progression. You're free to explore the island, but many of its features are locked behind quests. This steers the player in a direction where they feel as though they must focus on quests to unlock more features and increase their chances of survival. Aground has RPG elements that are more in depth than what you would usually see with a game of its kind. Stat points can be added to a variety of skills and levelling up feels meaningful. The combat is simplistic, but as the player progresses, more weapons become available and skills are enhanced, so this keeps it interesting enough. The visual style of Aground is the pixelated, cutesy style that seems to have become a staple of the genre. Some of the character design is interesting and the more psychedelic areas are eye-catching, but some areas lack artistic detail. Rather than the 16-bit influenced art style of Terraria and Starbound, it opts for a look more reminiscent of 8-bit era games. Where the game really thrives visually is in its POV cutscenes. The first person encounters are an odd choice for a 2D pixelated game, but they work in its favour. Having a closer look at the characters and seeing the world from the protagonist's perspective enhances details of the story that may otherwise have been overlooked. The sound design of Aground is competently put together but nothing spectacular. It uses the generic retro arcade influence sounds for much of its menu management and gameplay. There isn't much ambient noise or subtlety to the sound design, and it largely hinges on the soundtrack. The soundtrack certainly has its strengths. It seems to lean heavily towards its industrial influences, and this is a good fit as the story is often centred around technological advancement. All in all, for a game which usually hovers around the £10 mark, Aground is a fun and creative experience. Although it lacks originality, it uses many genre elements which have already been established and assembles them into something unique and memorable. It's always nice to see a game like this that includes more RPG elements, as character progression and expansive, mysterious worlds go hand in hand. Aground is a well put together experience, which clearly has a lot of thought behind it, and it's well worth the time of anyone who enjoys similar games.